Hello, thank you for attending our webinar today. We'll give everybody just a couple more minutes to join us. Doesn't look like everyone's here yet. And I see more people joining. Let's go ahead and get started. So thank you for attending our webinar today. We really appreciate it. So my name's Alan Louder. I'll be hosting this webinar today. And along with my business admin, Karen, who's going to be watching your questions. She'll answer some of the administrative questions, and then the other ones she'll queue up for me at the end of the session. We're going to have a 30-minute webinar and then a few minutes to answer questions at the end. So she'll keep track of all the questions for us. Feel free to ask questions along the way, and we'll get them answered by the end of the webinar. So I'm the founder of Custom Software Solutions. We're located in Irvine, California. We've been around for 17 years, and we've learned a lot about digital marketing over the years. So we just want to share some of the things that we've learned and some tips and just basic strategy to help you get started or to tweak your existing strategy to help you out. So today we're going to talk about digital marketing strategy, the difference between inbound and outbound marketing. And then we're going to go over the Google search engine results page so that you can see how the things that we're recommending you do show up when people do a search for your company, your products, your keywords. And we'll try to tie it all together at the end here. So it is just a 30-minute webinar, and then we'll have a few minutes at the end to go over your questions. So I'm going to jump right in and get started. So who we are. So Custom Software Solutions, we do three things very, very well. We create custom applications. So if you can't buy it off the shelf, come and talk to us. We'll build it for you. Website design development, we create amazing websites, and we do a wide variety of types of websites, like CMS platform to allow you to manage the content. And we do e-commerce sites where you can sell your products online and get revenue from selling your products and services. We do learning management systems where if you want to offer educational programs to your employees or to your students, we do K through 12, we do higher education, a wide variety of uses, dynamic workforce development. So we do a lot in LMS or learning management systems. We offer SaaS or software as a services design and web-enabled application websites. So a wide variety. The third thing that we do is digital marketing, which is what this seminar is about today. And we specialize in SEO and PPC, which is search engine optimization and pay-per-click marketing. And we also offer automated marketing solutions for our larger clients. So with that, we're going to jump in. So a very basic, simple formula is that if you can increase the amount of traffic to your website, you have the opportunity to increase revenue. So we'll talk about ways to do that over the next few slides. So here's a simple marketing funnel. So you've probably seen these before, where the leads to your website are coming in the top of the funnel, and they're getting exposure to your brand, your products, your company, your services, whatever you're offering. You're getting brand awareness. People are learning about you and getting exposed to your brand. So the next part of it is as they go through your website and start to learn more about you, they're going through the discovery phase and they're learning more about you and what you offer. Next phase is consideration, where they're saying, is this a good fit for my business's needs? And then the last step is conversion, where you convert them from a site visitor into a client or customer. So traffic plus the conversion process is going to result in revenue. So how do you drive more traffic to your website? So I'm going to go through this graphic from a company called MLZ.com. They've been around for a long time. They're really good about digging into the details of search engine optimization. Google won't tell you their proprietary algorithm. So MLZ goes through and they run all kinds of tests. They write articles and try different strategies to see what works to try to reverse engineer the Google algorithms. So we'll get into that and what they recommend here during this webinar today. So here's the MLZ marketing graphic that I wanted to go through with you guys today. So MLZ breaks down marketing, digital marketing activities into two different categories. So on the left in the red, you'll see interruption marketing, also could be called outbound marketing. On the right, you have inbound marketing in the blue. So keep in mind that these activities are all good. It will kind of lead you down the path of MLZ says that the blue marketing activities, the inbound marketing, are probably going to be more effective, and they're more, you'll see a better efficiency if you spend your time on these types of activities. And I'll walk you through more of the individual activities here, and we'll kind of get a feel for one versus the other. So starting with the left side, the intermittent or the interruption marketing or outbound marketing, some of the examples of these are search spam. So that's when companies try to trick Google into showing your website using hidden text or sneaky redirects, doorway pages, these kinds of tactics that they're just considered spammy, and you might get away with it for a little while, but then Google's going to figure it out and then penalize you for it. So you don't want to do that. Paid or rented email lists as opposed to an opt-in list. So if you're going out and buying lists and sending out cold emails, that's considered an interruption marketing or an outbound marketing method activity that's not as effective. TV, radio, print ads. So you're watching TV and an ad comes on. So it's interrupting what you're trying to do. You're trying to watch a TV show and then an ad comes on. So that's a form of interruption marketing. It can work very well if you have a large enough budget and appeal to a wide enough audience that it makes sense for you. Same with radio and print ads. Billboards, as you're driving down the road, you see a billboard that's interrupting your driving. Also pop up and pop under ads. So when you go visit a website, something pops up and you have to take some kind of activity to get it to go away. That's interruption marketing. Outbound sales call, interstitial page. So what that fancy term means is that when you are trying to go to a certain page, you first end up at a different page than what you intended, and then you have to take some kind of activity, and then it takes you to the page that you actually wanted to go to. So that's an interstitial page. And also they do it on the way out, like after you've read that page, you want to go somewhere else, then they throw up another page. It's just another form of interruption marketing. Most social media advertising is considered interruption marketing. Now that's different than social media activity and posts, which we'll get into in a minute. Banner and display ads, video ads, as opposed to video content, are all examples of interruption marketing or outbound marketing. So then if you look at the right side with the inbound marketing, so some of the examples of inbound marketing are search engine optimization and pay-per-click. So search engine optimization is you have your website, you've figured out your keywords, you've written some really nice content around these keywords that shows that you're an authority in this matter. That will help you rank highly on Google, Bing, Yahoo, the different search engines. Pay-per-click, so PPC. Pay-per-click is a form of advertising where you can bid on a keyword and you say, I'm willing to pay up to X dollars, maybe $1.50. For anytime somebody clicks on my ad, I will pay $1.50 to get that person to come to my website because it's going to be a warm lead and I have a higher chance of converting this type of person. So it can be a very effective strategy. Opt-in email lists as opposed to the cold email lists. Those are the people that's visited your website and said, I want to sign up for your newsletter or your emails, and they're looking forward to hearing from you. Being an author, sponsoring events, thought leadership, having a webinar like this, TED Talk, community building, blogging is a wonderful way of creating new content and getting people's attention. Public speaking, earned social media. But that's an interesting one because that's earned as opposed to pay for advertising. So earned means you're earning the views through mentions and likes as opposed to just paying for it. Word of mouth and viral marketing, content creation, we talked about a little bit, and video content is another good form of inbound marketing. So MOZ talks about these two different types of marketing activities in terms of inbound marketing is more effective. 80 to 90% of the traffic to your website is going to be due to inbound marketing activities. The outbound marketing, it's not wrong, but it's probably going to be less effective for you. So you could assume 10% of the traffic to your website is going to be through outbound marketing techniques as opposed to inbound marketing. So if you have limited time and budget, and we all do, focus on inbound marketing and you get more bang for your buck. Going through the interaction marketing a little more, I've got some of the things that we've talked about, the pop-up ads, the TV, radio, trade show, email blasts that are paid. These are the less effective methods. And then the inbound marketing, which are going to be the more effective methods, search engine optimization, pay-per-click, your website, and creating good content, good video content, social media, blogging. Those are all good activities that will help you grow your company and get more visitors to your website. So, can I compete with larger companies? I hear this a lot, and yes, you can. Now, some of the things that you have to take a look at is that digital marketing evens the playing field for different sizes of companies. So an example of this is with pay-per-click. So you can choose a keyword that you want to rank highly on, and you can choose a bid amount that's competitive, and your bids will show up. You can be on the first page of Google very, very quickly. First day, or at least first week that you get this all set. It takes a few days to get it set up and running, but you can immediately jump to the first page of Google using pay-per-click. Now, you don't want to just spend all your money, so there's some strategies involved with pay-per-click that will help you spend less but still compete with the big guys. And it's nice that this exists, and I've had good success with my clients helping them get on the first page of Google. With search engine optimization, you can also compete with larger companies. You have to write good content. You have to use the white hat techniques as opposed to the black hat techniques. The good guys are the white hats in the old cowboy movies. They follow Google's best practices. The black hats are the bad guys, and they try to trick Google and fool them, and eventually they're going to get found out, and Google is going to penalize them. So use the best practices from Google, write good content. You can compete with your peers and much larger companies and rank highly, and I'll show you some examples of that. So the next piece of this, more questions that we hear, which marketing tools are the best for me? Should I use social media? which social media should I use? What's the best platform for me? So how do I know who's going to my site? So these are all wonderful questions that we hear quite often and we help our clients with. And we'll cover some of these today. It's a 30-minute webinar, so I can't get into everything, but I think we could touch on a lot of these and give you a start. So break it down and make it easy, but there's not one solution that fits all. So that's an important distinction that I wanted to make. I can't just tell you, here, use this digital strategy and you will be successful. There's a lot of different elements that you have to consider. So one of them is, what type of company am I and who are my customers? So my company, Custom Software Solutions, we're a business-to-business company. So we sell our products and services to other businesses. If you're selling purses, for instance, then you're a business-to-consumer, most likely, unless you're doing wholesale. But let's say that you're a direct-to-consumer company. Your customers are the actual consumers of your product. So then you want a different strategy to reach your audience than you would use for a B2B. So B2C, business to consumer, B2B, business to business, they require different strategies and different tools to be able to be successful. So we'll get into some of that here. So starting with your company website, that should be your first focus. If you don't have a website, you should create one. Every business, I believe, needs a website, even if it's just to go along with when you hand somebody your business card, it's got a link to your website where people can go follow up, get your contact information, learn more about your company, learn more about your products and services and your brand. And you're in control of the narrative that you want to put out there for everyone. So wonderful, wonderful opportunity for you to get your message across using your company website. Next item is local search. So local search is very, very important for certain types of companies. So let's say you're a restaurant and you want people to come eat at your restaurant. So you want to advertise locally. You want to get your brand name out there locally, not necessarily nationwide, or all of the internet. You want local customers to come visit your brick and mortar business or your restaurant. So there's a little different type of marketing that you do. So there's free products from Google and Bing and Yahoo. So Google, they call it Google Business Places. Bing, it's Bing Places for Business. They're free tools that allow you to go in and create your listing, and you can do your business hours, your address, have it show up on the Google Maps and Bing Maps, and you can also do a little bit of free advertising there. I've had some success with that with my company and my clients. And it's not too difficult to get set up, and you get long-term results from this. So it's a wonderful opportunity to get your brand out there and the information about your company using a free tool. So after your website, I think this is the next logical step for a company to take. The next item is search engine optimization. So you've got your website built, you've got good content, you start showing up in the Google search results, but you want to move higher in the rankings. So what you could do is employ the Google best practices for search engine optimization, and there's tips and techniques and strategies that you can use to boost your ranking. To the higher up you are on the rankings, closer you are to the first page, the more clicks you're going to get and the more visitors you're going to get to the website. So it takes a lot of work, takes patience. This one doesn't happen overnight. So you got to work on it and work on it steadily over time, and you will see your rankings get better over time. Next item is pay-per-click. So we talked about how this one really levels the playing field because you're using a bid strategy to help you compete against, could be much larger companies or similar companies to you. And you can get your ad up on the first page of Google, get it seen, get clicks, and get traffic coming into your website immediately. The downside is that it's costly to use this method. I like to employ both SEO and pay-per-click, and both methods have their benefits and drawbacks, but I like a combination of both. Social media, it can be a wonderful way of getting your message out, your brand awareness. The biggest thing with social media is picking the right platform. So we talked a little bit about what kind of company are you? Are you business to business? Are you business to consumer? Business to business, LinkedIn might be your best option for a social media platform. I love LinkedIn. They have a lot of opportunities for a free account. You can talk about your business. You can do postings, talk about events that are going on, talk about your products and services there. You can also do advertising there to other businesses, and you can choose your target market. So it's a wonderful tool for B2B. For business to consumer, you should be looking at other platforms as well as LinkedIn, but LinkedIn's probably not going to be your number one platform. So Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, if you've got images that will resonate with your customers or potential customers more than words, then if you've got something beautiful to show, that can really get attention and help drive traffic to your website. So here's the good news, it works. We've been doing this I've been doing it for 25 years. Our company's been doing it for 17. We've got many success stories across our many clients. And this works. If you do things the right way, you follow the best practices, you think about your strategy, then you go implement the strategy, you will see an increase in web traffic to your website. So it does work. So with all these marketing methods and tools available, where should I start? So we talked about starting with your website. That is always the best place to start. If you don't have a website, you need one. If you do have a website, are you happy with it? Does it have a modern look and feel? Does it really convey your brand? Does it explain the products and services that you offer? Think about it as you've got 30 seconds when somebody lands on your website to explain, here's who we are, here's what we do, this is why you need us. And you need to answer those 3 questions in 30 seconds, or somebody will just move on and they'll go to the next website and buy from your competitor. So take a look at your website first. We talked about local search is probably second. It's more important for some types of businesses, but it's easy to set up. So everybody should have that along with their website. And then from there, you can look into search engine optimization, pay-per-click, and social media from there. And then once you get big enough, then you start looking at marketing automation, so you don't have to spend as much time keeping the content up to date and managing all the leads that are coming in. Wouldn't that be a nice problem to have? The next thing I wanted to get into before the end of the webinar, we've got a few more minutes, and I wanted to get into the Google search engine results page, or SERP. So this kind of ties together all the things that we've been talking about. So I did a search for my company, Custom Software Solutions. It's the name of my company, but it's also a product that we offer. We build custom software applications. So that was my search term that I typed in. And then in the next box number 2, it tells you the number of search results. So we've got what, 400 million results. So that's a lot of competition for this search term. So it's going to take a lot of effort to rise up to the first page of Google with that many competitors, and everybody wants to be on the first page of Google. So first you type in either the name of your company without the .com. You can type in a keyword and see who comes up and see if your website comes up or see which of your competitors shows up first. And then you can look and see how much competition there is for a keyword. So it's a useful little tool to use here. The box number 3 is going to be all of the paid ads, the pay-per-click. So that's where they show up. There's like 3 or 4 of them that show up above the organic section. And these ads, if someone clicks on it, somebody's getting charged a certain amount of money, whatever they bid on, to be on the first page of Google. So that's going to cost you money to advertise in this area, but it's very effective because you can immediately get to the first page of Google, which gets, I don't know, 90, 95% of the clicks come from the first page of Google. So getting there quickly is something you can do using pay-per-click. Now the 4th box is the organic search results. And I've shown that Custom Software Solutions, that's my company, we have the #1 spot on Google for that keyword, Custom Software Solutions. So that one doesn't cost me anything. When somebody clicks on this link, it's an organic advertisement. I don't have to pay a pay-per-click fee for that listing. So that's more valuable than the ones above it. So I've chosen not to run pay-per-click ads for Custom Software Solutions because I've already got the #1 spot with the organic listing, and that's more valuable, and I don't want to cannibalize that listing by also bidding for the same link and paying for each click. So the next piece of the puzzle is search box number 5, which is the Google Business Places and the Google Maps listing. So you can see this is the picture of the front of my building, and this is where we're located. We don't get a lot of walk-in traffic, but I do meet clients there. So that helps them find me. Here's where I'm located. And it's got our excuse me, hours of operation. It's got a description of what it is that we do. And it's nice that if somebody's looking for a software development company, that you'll also show up on Google Maps with a listing of all the software development companies in your area. So very important to get the Google Business Places and also Bing Places for Business. And then you branch out into Yahoo and get into the directories. But this is another form, we call this local search. It's important. And then box number 6 is Google questions and answers. So Google keeps switching this section out. It used to be a knowledge base where I used to have a knowledge base from my company that talked about LMS design, the learning management systems. So we had a nice write-up on our website, and Google decided we were the ultimate authority on LMS design, and they put us in a knowledge base, and it had a link to our company, and it described this is what LMS design consists of, and it was nice. We were getting a lot of clicks on it. You got to maintain it to keep it there, and then it went away and got replaced by Google questions and answers. So it's another form of SEO, getting ranked highly for these different types of widgets that Google allows for. But it can be well worth it to get listed. You'll get a lot of views and activity. The next piece is questions and answers. So let's see what questions that Karen has put up. Oh, yes. Someone was asking if I was going to send out a link to the video and The answer is yes. Karen will send that out to all the participants that signed up for the webinar. She will send that out. Also, she's going to send out a link where you can download the slide deck and that we use for this presentation. So everybody who registered will get a link to both the webinar recording and to the slide deck that we use for this. Next question. Oh, which social media platform is best for my company? We offer paid video courses, educational video courses. So the best social media platform to describe what it is that you do. So this is going to be, it sounds like business consumer. So you're going to go direct to consumer to advertise these types of educational classes. It sounds like you're doing higher education. So you're looking for college students who would take this level of course. So you're going to want to figure out, where are the college students looking? So are they on LinkedIn? Maybe, maybe not, because usually a student may not be on LinkedIn until they go get a job and they work somewhere, and then you would expect to find them on LinkedIn. So that might not be the best place to start. Facebook might be a better option to get started with an educational video like this. There's just so many people on Facebook that you have huge audiences that you can target to find the types of clients who would be interested in this service that you're providing. So great question. Thank you for that. Anybody else? What else do we have, Karen? So looking at the next question. Will we be doing future webinars? So yes, and we will be doing future webinars. We're going to do this one again next month, and then we're going to add some new topics. And feel free to give us feedback on this. I'd love to hear from you. We're thinking about doing marketing tools for our next webinar, and I could do free marketing tools, we could do paid marketing tools, and we can cover CRM, email contacts, email marketing, email automation, marketing automation. What are the best tools for SEO, for pay-per-click? So if that sounds interesting, please let us know, and we'll be sure to let you know when we have an upcoming seminar. Or if there's another topic you'd like to hear us cover, feel free to let us know. I'm going to move into the next slide, which is our contact us. So if you would like to follow up with me, if there's something that we didn't get to today that you have a question about, feel free to reach out to me. Karen's going to be sending out these slides. We have a link to our Calendly appointment setting calendar, so you can go in and choose a date and time that works best for you and set up a meeting with me. And here's my contact information. Here's a link to our website. Here's my phone number and email. You can reach out to me directly. Here's our Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube account, and our website. Please feel free to reach out, and if you know of someone who would benefit from the types of products and services that we offer, feel free to put us in touch. And we do have a referral program. So if you've got somebody in mind who could benefit from the types of services and products we offer, please contact me and we'll talk you through our referral program, and could be another source of revenue for you. So thank you very much for attending our webinar today. I hope the tips and suggestions that we went over today you find helpful. And if there's anything else that you wanted to ask, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer your questions. So Thank you so much for attending our webinar today. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.